puberty since he saw it. He's gonna kill me for sure.
Did he do it?
There was somebody else there.
He was locked in a room with a girl who went in alive and came out in a rubber bag.
No one knows where it came from or who it will visit next.
Nancy? Oh.
No one. From Wes Craven, director of The Hills Have Eyes and Last House on the Left, a new masterpiece in fantasy era. Nightmare.
On Elm Street. Yep, you can tell I've been shaven. I look like a new man, young teenager. Anyways, those of you already know about Nightmare on Elm Street. Trust me, everybody watched the original one, and probably in their younger times, and probably like 10-year-old boys that should not watch it, or teenagers like myself watched this a long time ago. Well, the story is plain and simple. It's about an evil madman named Freddy Krueger that wants his revenge on the ones that burned him alive, since he did unspeakable evil to the children, and so they burned him alive. But unfortunately, he gets superpowers, and the most horrible way to kill people is basically go in their dreams. Those of you already watched Nightmare on Elm Street trilogies of all movies, we all know about Freddy Krueger, played by none other than Robert Englund, the best Freddy Krueger actor to play them in the entire franchise. Unlike the remake, which we'll probably never speak of. Instead, we'll talk about the video game based off the movie by Legendary, a company I'm finally talking about. That's probably not good news. Dun dun dun! LJN. Sorry to interrupt again, but those of you already know about LJN. You'll be pretty much the unfortunate souls that played like most games, like Friday the 13th, Back to the Future games, even in Jaws. LJN makes, one of the few stinkers back in the day, and I'm finally talking about this game based off the film, sort of. And look at that. And that's a big classic, great effort into it. But I don't get this part here. In the movie he had claws for middle hands to slice his victims in half. On here he got front fingernail claws. I didn't even get that right. Anyhow, instead of playing the main character, Lucy, which is Freddy Krueger's arch nemesis, which I'm pretty sure that might be her or not. You're basically playing a random character. By the way, you're in pretty much a waking world. And just kind of like Castlevania 2, which I'll get to another time, you're collecting Freddy Krueger's bones. If you collect enough bones, you'll end up in the dream world. And find him. Well, most of his parts. This game came out in 1989. Like any games based off any movie franchise from the 80s are rather great or rather bad. It's already been reviewed by the Angry Video Game Nerd a long time ago, and most anybody else that reviewed this game. You pretty much know how this goes. Also, you play a random character, and there goes to defeat Freddy Krueger and release them from their dreadful nightmares once and for all. First one is his long ball arms of his sharp claws. Okay. And look at there. There's actually 4 players in this game. Yes, that's right. First time ever, or an NES game could actually have like amount of 4 players. Since I'm the only one that don't have many friends to play with. Me. And I'm going solo as usual. I remember seeing this at the flea market almost every year. But not anymore. They used to make you play the game for free. But now you have to pay like almost $100 price on eBay. Anyhow, every time you defeat Freddy Krueger's or body part to get a key, you need to unlock a new area. And I almost forgot about the enemies in this game. There either be spiders, snakes. In the dream world, heads with legs, insects, Frankensteins, ghosts. You pretty much know this is supposed to be for a kid's game, which we all know it's supposed to be like that. But in the film, it gets pretty bloody brutal, and there's like gruesome things apparently. But like any type of game and franchise, based off movies, it's platforming, you collecting stuff, going to different levels, stages, and music is actually not half bad, by the way. And gameplay is actually okay, as long as you avoid dying, or it's game over and to start all over. Even though this is an LJA game, you can tell it might rather suck or rather be an okay game. Basically, I don't mind most LJA games, including Friday the 13th, which I never beat in because you're playing some of the characters that have terrible throw that well, in the game you throw your only weapons are rocks and they always go in the big groups. You know, kind of like a rainbow that always does this. It always slightly goes upwards and not straight that way. What you get in this game is you karate kicking and getting power-ups. Not that there's anything wrong with that. And sure, it'll become a little harder later on in the game. It can be frustratingly tough without falling into bottomless pits. It's not like Ninja Gaiden difficulty. It's just got, like if you're playing the game on your old NES, it might have like a few minor glitches. I don't get really much else to say about this, so I'm just gonna fast forward to the very end of the game, where you finally come face to face to fight Freddy Krueger at last. Yes. After you fight the other bosses, that's kind of like Mega Man sort of way. and we get the ending. So the evil is porridge, fires, and all the bones are ashes. So to be thus Freddy is dead, and the nightmare ended. This ending's okay, I guess. I mean, it is from the 80s. You weren't expecting seeing a better ending, or has it? Yeah, we all know where this is going. Think about most likely Nightmare on Elm Street. Tons of franchises will keep going on until Hollywood will probably make another one in the future. But still, this game is actually not awful, even though I never played it. It's actually alright, actually. It does have like a few minor problems that some of the stages will almost look exactly the same, even though what you expect, and from a game that's from 1989. And I do like the music. Doesn't even sound terrible. And then there is a gameplay. So I might not make this video too long, so I'm just gonna wrap it up right away and give this game a minor 6 out of 10. Sure doesn't have much else to do from the movie. But to its credit, you might actually enjoy watching the movie and the game, and playing it too. As long as you get your money's worth. I mean, back then I think it was a terrible idea to make games into movies. Well, I meant to say is, video games based off movies tend to suck. But since it is done by LJN, I will not find this game the worst one. Believe me, I'll get to Friday the 13th another time. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'm so happy to talk about this, since I am almost getting close to my 800 video. Once I do like 10 more videos. So this is already my 790th video. I'll talk about an old classic video game from the 80s. So, goodbye for now. I'll talk about another classical 1980s game. And don't worry, I will get to Friday the 13th another time. So, catch you then. See ya. Goodbye.